You shouldn't combine a rehearsal dinner.
Right, welcome back. This is Steve's third wedding.
With stand-up comedy.
Why are we even having a rehearsal dinner? This is Steve's third wedding. We are done rehearsing.
But you should combine your home and auto insurance to save 20% or more when you switch to Arbella.
Boy, why is everyone so uptight?
Call passed away. Steve McDonald.
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
How's your Sunday/Wednesday?
Good.
Yeah.
I think we got a good start and got some good things done, so it was a productive day.
Feel like a regular Wednesday practice, or you got to scale it back a little bit? Or
Yeah, I think we ran a lot of plays, which was really good, and did some good stuff. And obviously, like you said, it's a Wednesday, so it's just a normal Wednesday for us, and that's the schedule we're on. So it was good.
Obviously, you learn about an opponent every time you play them. So what have you 3 times last year going against Buffalo taught you about the Bills, and then watching them on film this year that you can bring to Thursday?
Yeah, I think they're playing really good on defense like they have the past few years, and doing some really good stuff. Definitely added a few things, and I've watched them on film, obviously, and watched them on crossover film. So they look like a really good defense. Great players at every level, really well coached, attack the football. You know, they rally to the ball. All the things that they've done for a long time, and it's a great defense and a big challenge. So we're just going to work and see where we're at.
Backer might have mentioned that when their linebackers are covering him in man-to-man or they're in a man defense, they'll kind of meet him at the line and get a good chuck on him if they can. And he has to be more disciplined in his route running as a result of that. Is there anything that changes for you, understanding your check down might be, the timing might be a little bit different because he's not allowed to get into his route?
Yeah, I think I just goes back to taking what the defense gives, and a lot of times Mondre's done a good job this year in his routes. He's definitely expanded on that, and obviously whenever he has the ball in his hands, he's going to make yards. So he's done a good job with that, and I think, you know, teams have defended him in a different way. Some teams put 2 guys on him. Some guys just have a funnel player on him or whatever it is. So he's done a good job. Like I said, for me, it's all about my reads, and his job is to get open, and he's done that consistently. So really, pleased with him, and hopefully we can expand with that too.
I noticed you're one of the few players out there not wearing long sleeves out in the cold practices lately. Is that a new thing? Is that a getting used to the New England weather thing? Is there anything behind that?
Not really, just trying to go out there and practice, and today the weather was great, so thought we did some good things, and at the end of the day, you can't control the weather, right? It's just something that we have to play through, and we've done that here obviously for a long time, so just trying to buy into that.
Mac, the other day, Joe Judd said that he felt like your preparation was something that really helped you have the type of performance you had the other day. How can you continue to keep that going, especially this week? Last week, of course, shorter week, more condensed. Probably the mental side of it was very important. So how do you keep that going Thursday night?
Yeah, I think every week's the same in its own manner. Obviously, like you said, last week was last week, but we got a full week here, and I'm going to prepare the same way I've prepared and continue to do those things. And like I said, we know we're going against the best defense in the league, so we got to be ready for that. And it really starts with us and just playing the best football we can. And it's a great team that we're going against, so it's all about ourselves, but then obviously understanding and respecting, the group of players that we're about to go against.
I know you said last week is last week, but is there anything that you can take away from that condensed period to help you moving forward, especially since you had to maybe, watch more film because there's less actual activity on the field?
Like I said, I just kind of stick to it, and this week's a normal week, so I'll do that. And yeah, I think we did some good stuff last week for a tight, shorter week. That's how it is on Thursday games. Obviously, I've only played in 2, so that's my experience with the Thursday games. But definitely learned a lot last year, adjusted some things or whatever, and made sure I was ready to go. And obviously, we watched the film and corrected the things, and now we're excited for this one.
Mac, when you look at these divisional games, you guys see each other so often, in the division. How much of it is making sure you have some wrinkles to some of your core plays that you guys might run because they might, know they're coming a little bit better?
Yeah, I think all the defenses that we've played are really smart defenses. Their linebackers are smart, and especially in the past couple of games. So they're veteran guys, and obviously Buffalo has those veteran guys. So they're gonna have some tendencies on us, and they're going to play really hard like they always do. So it's definitely about us, but that's part of the game. They're going to have wrinkles for us. And obviously their offense will have wrinkles, and our offense will have wrinkles. So everything kind of builds off of that. But at the end of the day, it's football, and, it's 11 on 11, and we got our plays, and they have their plays.
Matt, given the last 2 games against the Bills, how much have you been looking forward to this potential matchup, and how much perhaps did it feel you during the offseason to have this opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. Like I said, they're playing as good as anybody in the NFL right now. Last year was last year, but at the same time, we know what happened, and we got to come in here and work and kind of work through it all and go out there and compete. And that's what it's all about, and then see where we're at. So it's a good defense. Like I always say, we're going against their defense, and they provide that challenge better than anybody we've played so far. So hats off to them, and they've done a great job. So we got to be ready to go.
Mac, I don't think you faced Tre'Davious White last year in any of those games. Do you go back to his film before your first meeting against Buffalo, and what did you see from him in his return Thursday?
Yeah, I think obviously played a decent amount there in his game. He's a great player. He's been a great player for a long time, and just does a great job transition, all that stuff, ball skills, everything. So he's a good player. They have great DBs and all that, so see how much he does, but obviously he's been in there and seems like he's recovered really well and is doing really well.
Mac, in terms of third down efficiency, how does that continue to be a process, or just trying to figure that out?
Yeah, I think, you put emphasis on things, and I think that's definitely something we need to improve at. Staying off the staying on the field, excuse me, and letting our defense, get some rest and being able to do that. So we have to improve, obviously, that area. I don't know what teams around the league or the best teams are doing right now, but you obviously want to be better than what we've been these past couple games. But yeah, I think it's also important to realize that it's just plays. You can't overlook the situation, but you have to execute the plays, and then the results will come. So regardless of it's first down, second down, third, red zone, backed up, 2 minute, doesn't matter as long as we're doing the right things on that play. So definitely want to improve there and see what we can do better.
Last question. You mentioned you're not playing against their offense, but are you playing against the scoreboard at some points where you know what Josh Allen or an elite offense is going to be able to do, and you know what you have to do to respond?
Yeah, I think you have to have a respect for that. You want to play your own game, but understand, we have a really good defense too, and they have a great offense. So it's always hard to, you don't want to look at the scoreboard, but at the same time, you want to win the game and have more points. So for me, it's always just been trying to focus on stacking up good plays, and I know our offense is trying to do that, and then the points will come. You can't force it or force a play that's not there. So let those things happen and compete and play with effort and toughness, and then, obviously, like I said, our defense has done a great job, and we got to play together as a team. And once we do that, I think the results will be pretty good.
Thank you, Matt.
Cool. Thanks.